Welcome to the Axiom. New file detected. Launching file.
How's it going, everybody? My name is Leo, and today we are continuing the Disco Elysium file. Where we last left off, we had gone across the waterlock and explored a bit, and we found our car stuck in the ice and being eaten away at by the water. And we found our badge, which was good, but obviously the fact that we crashed our car is not as good. And then we came across this fishing village, and so we had tried to figure out. I had ended with I was either going to get a better lay of the land, or I was going to start talking to people. What is this? I was going to start talking to people to try and figure out a primer for small kids. Or I was going to start asking people about Ruby and talking to Joyce, who is currently mooring her rope. And I think I haven't fully made a decision yet. I've been thinking about it for a bit, trying to come up with a plan. I think what we're going to do is we're going to explore a bit more, at least up to like these docks, because I don't think I want to head all the way down to the church, because this seems like a bit much. So at the very least, I want to get a better lay of the land for this general area. But first, apparently, we have a book that we can interact with. What is this? A textbook for the first grade in primary school. On the cover, a humanoid teddy bear is pushing a wheelbarrow full of letters. He's not doing a good job. The letter S is dangerously dangling from the cart, while E fell off a long time ago. Children should pay more attention.
You hold in your hand the colorful primer. The title reads, "A primer for small kids." There's a bear involved.
Flip through the pages.
Every page has one word designating one letter of the alphabet with a faded illustration. Most of them are scientific and cultural principles. It goes as follows.
All right, let's do this.
A is for azimuth. B is for Boreas. C is for cosine. D is for diamite. E is for ellipse. F is for phlogiston. G is for gamete.
I know the words cosine, gamete. I think I know Boreas, and I think I know azimuth. I have not heard of diamate or ellipse.
H is for homeboy.
Okay, I've heard of that.
I is for econ.
No idea.
J is for Eura.
No idea.
K is for collapse. L
Is that
is
an
for
event?
laudanum.
I know what laudanum
N
is.
is for myriad.
I've heard of myriad.
N is for nadir. O is for aureole. P is for perihelion.
Nadir is a song from the Journey soundtrack, the one in the desert. I think there's a song called Nadir. Aureole, isn't that a bird? I don't know what a perihelion is. Nod stoically.
Q is for quasar.
Heard of quasar?
R is for rhododendron.
Heard of that.
S is for sinus.
Yep.
T is for tricolor.
I think I've heard of that.
Is for ultra.
Obviously.
V is for vector.
Of course.
W is for Wahrheit.
No idea.
X
Actually,
is for xylophone.
okay.
Y is for Ustava.
No idea.
Z is for zenith.
Heard of that. Okay, that's it.
That's it. You know the alphabet now.
Kim, I know the alphabet now.
Good. I also know the alphabet.
It is a very useful skill to have, he thinks, for all sorts of life activities like reading.
That took 20 minutes. Exactly what I need.
This book will show you the score, get you oriented with those basic concepts you appear to be hazy on. The anthropomorphic bear will give you the lowdown of your life.
On what?
The alphabet.
Okay. put the book away. Interesting. Isn't there a thought related to the alphabet? I could have sworn I saw alphabet something. Maybe not though. Nah, we'll figure it out later. All right, let's go get the lay of the land a bit more. Now that we've wasted those 20 minutes. So there was a ramp. Actually, what is this? A little black swallow circles above you. You hear it chirrup. My perception is definitely too high. Let's go ahead and go this way. Let's stay along the... Relax, it's not yours. You didn't crash every MC in Revachol, hopefully. Let's go this way before we head up. Oh. A kick drum pulse. The music is coming from somewhere on the ice. I guess the church was a lot closer than I thought. In that case, let's head, where were... Out of curiosity, where were spots A, B, and C on the thing? The beams are splintered. The bridge didn't collapse on its own. Artillery broke it. Okay. What is over here? There's a, like, house over there. Are you the camper? Are you that camp dude? Not the camp dude. What? The cryptozoologist. His, tiny cage is carefully constructed. Yeah, I think that is the cryptozoologist's. Well, just the cryptozoologist. The soggy logs smell of ignition fluid. They still won't light up. It's almost impossible to get a fire going this near to the ocean. Excellent. These heavy military blockades are riddled with bullet holes crumbling. So we got people over here. Oh wait, whoops.
That patch of reeds over there, it's a great place to hide something. Kind of out of the way, being so close to the water.
What is this about?
Nothing. Just a hunch. The hunch passes, leaving you there, by the old boy bobbing in the water. Time to go.
What? Interesting. A buoy bobs in the water. The number on it says 11. So, is that a clue or something? Those reeds are a good place to hide something? What would I be hiding? The boots? Or, like, is it something for me to hide? Or would it be something that I can come back to later and possibly find something? But I guess we have some stuff up here. What is that static? Bars cover these long, dusty windows. Necessity-driven architectural design at its finest. Another power box. It charges nothing now. It's empty. This is the song that played in the menu screen. The fence blocks the path. No way on from here. Oh, I can talk to that. Talk about that.
The remaining windows rattle from a strong gust of wind. They're covered in a thick layer of grime. They must have been like this for 40 years.
Try to see inside.
Dripping water falls from a high place. All you can see is the shadow of a collapsing staircase.
Intellect.
There's rust and corrosion on the bars. They're foaming with it. And a small layer of white salt from the sea.
Lieutenant, can you make out what's inside?
No. I won't even try. You know,
He takes his glasses off.
I had a partner once. They called him Eyes, because he had to show me things. It's that bad.
Hmm. Just nod. I mean, he, like, obviously has trouble shooting because he couldn't hit the... To be fair, that was kind of a hard target, but he couldn't hit the rope that the body was hanging from. There's a slit in the concrete here. A sewer? Man, there's a lot of land to get the lay of. Someone must have worked hard to smash this plastic dome. A dead phone, a smashed receiver, like someone hung up too hard. So what can I do with
A
this?
metal payphone under a yellow plastic dome. You could use it to call someone, unless you're out of change.
Pick up the handset?
You hear the tone. The machine is inoperable.
The machine is operable. Okay. Put 10 cents in and dial a random number? Okay.
Calling. Still calling. This feels wrong. Should you be doing this?
I don't know.
End of tone. Someone picks up.
Pierre? Is that you, Pierre?
The voice is female and sounds about 100 years old. Huh. No, this is not Pierre.
Do you have any news about Pierre?
Who is Pierre?
He's my sister's grandson. He used to visit me as a lad. Fine young man. But who are you, then? A salesman of some sort? Modern goods are rubbish, and I can't afford them anyhow. It's a shame what you did to our country.
The woman moans and the phone lines howl in unison with her. This is kind of weird. I don't know who I am, but who are you? Or, let's do that.
It was a baroness.
Pause. There is silence on the other end.
You won't get me, and you won't get my money.
Phone hanging up.
Fair enough.
Disconnect tone.
Oh, I can call another random number? Isn't that a different number from the previous one? I'm gonna leave for now, but it's interesting that I can do that. It's interesting that I can just call numbers over and over. But let's go over here really quick. Because I'm assuming... Oh, there's nowhere to go over here. Although the roof looks like it might be like... Might have some kind of... Oh, yep. I can see right there there's a line for some kind of door. So we will be able to get in here somehow. Where the heck are we? Take all. It looks like this is abandoned, kind of. Take all. A coin-operated weighing machine hasn't been used for a decade. Oh. Mega Bino's prescription lenses. Vagrants have recently painted the tarp red. Water drips from it. Whose idiotic idea were square and beige plastic frames anyway? Beige is a color that does not look good on anyone, not to mention that seeing the world through these exceedingly thick lenses feels almost nauseating. Discover your inner Bino. Nausea-inducing hell glasses. No thanks. I'm okay with just the hat giving me +1 encyclopedia. And then there's this.
Someone has left an unidentifiable article of clothing on this railing. It smells really bad.
Take a closer look.
It's streaked with dried seagull shit and tangled with pieces of seaweed. A dangling arm suggests that there might be a jacket beneath the crust of filth. It seems likely that it was left in the surf until someone laid it out on this fence to dry out. Unfortunately, that just seems to have stiffened it into a shapeless mass.
Okay.
Please tell me you're not taking that with you.
It might be a clue.
A clue? You think our suspect is a seagull who's been defecating on unsuspecting jackets?
It could have been multiple seagulls.
A poet could write a dozen verses and still not begin to capture the profound vexation in that sigh. You
Motorix.
should still take it.
And you know what? Sure. Filthy jacket. I'm not gonna wear it though. This filthy rag has been at the mercy of the elements for quite some time. It's streaked with seagull shit and abnormally stiff from God knows what natural processes. You can't even tell what brand it is. Interact.
As you hold it in your hands, it makes an uncomfortable crunching sound.
Man, how did this jacket get so
It's
disgusting?
a sordid, filthy tale, not for the weak. Are you sure you can stomach it?
Think about
It
it.
occurs to you that you're not even holding the jacket itself, but rather the thick
Oops.
crust of jetsam and seagull shit that ensconces it. It
Motorix.
smells like a dead sea creature, tangled in grey strands of seaweed. It must have spent quite some time in the water before the tide deposited it ashore.
Gross.
Why? Why did you think about it? Look at your hands. They're covered in muck.
Ew, ew, ew.
Now you're just flicking that shit everywhere. This is a disaster. You'll never get the smell out.
Alright, fair enough. I just wanted to see what happened. A makeshift roof. Vagrants have tried to make the boardwalk habitable. That tarp will keep out neither rain nor snow nor wind. Is that a crowbarable thing? Tools. That. It is. Another postcard. This one has hell written on its back. It could not be further from the truth. It's the boom years, and Kuron, the nicest district in Rivershell West, is enjoying a sun-drenched day. Tall and handsome buildings rise from the riverside, steel, iron, and yellow limestone, with cloud shadows sliding on the facades. Interesting. Okay. Can I go over here? Is there any point to going over here? Not really. Alright, let's see. There's probably a lot of people. Money. Actually, there doesn't seem to be a whole lot of people. It seems completely uninhabited. A big wine canister. It's open and empty. Oh, we got someone else.
The smell. It's awful and familiar.
What is it?
Don't you recognize it? That hideous pungency. That faintly cloying sweetness. Only death smells like that.
Oh.
Something cold wakes in the pit of your stomach. Fear.
Intellect?
It is death. It must be.
Heads up, Lieutenant. Something's not right here.
The lieutenant has already brought a handkerchief to his nose.
Careful there. The floorboards look rotten and weak. Oh. Whoops. Did not mean to do that. Let me get the crowbar out of my hands. Okay, so... Am I about to, like, fall? Should I have, like, something for hand-eye coordination? Or, actually, savoir-faire? Do I have anything that helps with savoir-faire? At minuses. Not really. What is that horn noise? Did he lose one of his legs? Is that man missing a leg? All right, hang on. I need to. Now I'm like branching off into way further than I might want to go. Let us go this way, I guess.
There's some tear, an empty cigarette package, and a crumpled kebab wrapper in the trash bin.
Examine the
2
tear.
empty bottles of Tallulah vodka and a can of black potent porter is all you find.
Or is this man dead?
No, there's more in there. Livis strawberry liquor, plus some Pilsner bottles too. Better not pick them up. They seem unhygienic.
Continue.
A tragedy.
The lieutenant looks in the can, eyes watering from the smell.
He shakes his head with genuine sadness.
Examine the cigarette package.
Whoever tossed it here was a heavy smoker. The brand name reads Red Astra. Red Astra is the black market version of Astra cigarettes, known for their high tar content.
Interesting. Examine the kebab
You
wrapper.
see traces of mayonnaise and ketchup on it, as well as a tomato wedge. The wrapper reads Shish Kebab Revachol. It's no older than a day or two. No mold yet.
Motorix.
It's hard to concentrate in the smell. The sea air brings some relief.
Leave. Is this man dead?
A man lies on the boardwalk, his limbs bent and neck turned at
Oh,
an
jeez.
unnatural angle. Right next to him is an empty bottle of spirits. In his cramped hand, a chewing gum wrapper. The smell is not as bad as a 2-week-old corpse, but it's definitely heading there.
So this man died recently.
Hold on.
The lieutenant squats next to the corpse and examines his face. 2 bulging eyes stare back at him, void of any signs of life.
Lividity is faintly pronounced. Whoever this is, he's been dead for 2 days. No longer. We need to investigate.
He stands up and shivers as a gust of wind blows through his bomber jacket.
Another dead body. This is your job. Steel yourself.
Yeah.
Calm now. Carefully.
Oh.
Just another day. Just another dead body. Breathe.
Were the graphics not fully loaded? I was watching the text and it looked like the whole thing rezzed. Study the man's clothes.
He's wearing mud-caked boots, beige trousers, and an old brown leather jacket with a bright blue lining. There are traces of kebab sauce on his chest.
Search his pockets.
You find some sunflower seeds and a rain-soaked library card folded into 2. His jacket feels sodden and heavy under your hand.
Good.
Continue.
We should take a look at that library card after this is done.
Study the man
The
himself.
man has fallen through a crack in the boardwalk and hit his head against the metal bench.
Okay.
Coagulated blood covers his black hair. One of his feet is still dangling through the hole.
So it looks like he just died of. He fell through the board, and while he was eating his kebab, and hit his head on the bench, and maybe died instantly.
A bad fall. It might have been dark outside. This place is a minefield in the dark.
Examine his face.
His expression is dull, like the sea behind him. Drops of water shining on his moustache. His eyes, empty and wide, look frightening in their frozen gaze. Height,
Motorix.
170 to 175 centimeters. Curly hair, stout build. Age, approximately 50 to 60 years.
Study the surroundings.
There's some dried blood on the metal bench, right where the corpse's head rests. The floorboards are rotten and slippery wet around the hole. An empty bottle lies nearby. A chewing gum wrapper is clutched in his fist.
Examine the man's head.
A dried chunk of blood covers the hair at the back of his head. An open wound. It's sticky and cold to your touch. This is what killed him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see any other major wounds, do you?
It's hard to say.
Seems like the head wound was fatal. It's exactly the shape of the bench.
Step on the floorboards? I don't think so. Floorboards are rotten and slippery right around the hole. No, I'm okay. Examine the bottle.
0.75 liter Tequila vodka with its cap missing. There's hardly anything left inside.
Continue.
Tear all around us.
He looks at 2 other bottles near the coin-operated viewer, then at your yellow plastic bag that I'm still holding.
I'd prefer if you didn't collect them this time. It's not proper.
That's fair.
True. It feels disrespectful.
Examine the chewing gum wrapper.
Rubowski spearmint chewing gum. Green leaves on the cover. The man's mouth is half agape from the terror of the fall.
Look in.
The blackness of death. Stench. You think you see white chewing gum too?
Motorix.
Confirmed. Nearly the whole pack is there. Solidified on his lower rear teeth.
He ate the whole pack, right? It's to cover the smell of alcohol before going home. The worst thing is, I've seen it before. Almost the same scenario. Even the chewing gum. It's always the same.
I'm not going to step on the floorboards. I don't want to fall through myself. Step back.
The entire boardwalk creaks in the wind as you take a step back.
Who is this man?
Looks like one of the locals. He'd have to know this spot to come here. You don't just walk over here.
He looks south the way you came.
But that's just a lazy assumption. What do you think?
This is an omen, a sign from above. Don't start drinking again.
I mean, maybe. I wonder what he would say to this. I wonder what Kim would say to this. He looks just like me. I could have ended up just like him. Dead on some empty boardwalk with a bottle next to my corpse.
Well, at least you're not married.
The lieutenant points at the ring on the man's left hand, the flesh around it swollen and gray.
Or, what if you are?
I'm gonna heal myself from that.
But let's try to not run ahead. For now, all we know is that he's an unidentified middle-aged man found dead on the Martinez boardwalk.
What do you think happened here?
Death by misadventure. He slipped and fell through the boardwalk. A truly unfortunate accident. If it wouldn't have been for that bench, he'd be alive.
Could it be related to the lynching, Ruby?
No, I don't see anything that points in that direction. For now, let's treat this case as a simple, albeit sad, accident, unrelated to the murder case.
Intellect.
Agreed. If this somehow converges later, why not? But keep it simple for now.
Yeah. Do you think he was drunk?
Oh, yes.
What about alcohol poisoning and liver failure?
Some symptoms of acute alcohol poisoning could have definitely played a role here. Severe confusion, respiratory depression, unpredictable behavior.
Continue.
But I think that death arrived through head trauma, not liver failure.
Yeah. What about the kebab?
What about it? The deceased ate some kebab. It's probably from a nearby place, maybe in the Pox.
Fair.
Sometimes a kebab is just a kebab.
I mean, he's gonna say who. No, we can't hold anyone responsible for this. Like, and they're not. No one's gonna fix it. So I'm
It
just
does
gonna say,
seem to be a pretty straightforward misadventure, although there's still a question of identifying the body.
what should we do with them?
From where I stand, I can see two options. We either take the case and follow the leads to identify the body on our own, or we report back to the station and leave this for our colleagues to handle.
I mean, the tuba's really throwing me off. Let's go ahead and let's go ahead and take the case.
Alright, we should first examine the library card you found. Then we can call the station from my kinema. Let them know we are taking the case.
Alright, let's leave. Hang on, let's see what this is. The coin-operated viewer has been out of order for years. Alright, I think I'm going to not run because I don't want to risk the boardwalk collapsing under me. But then, yeah, another dead body, this time on the Martinez boardwalk on the coast. Search the man's remains and follow the leads to see if you can verify his identity. Examine the library card you found on the dead man. Call the station about the dead body. So let's examine the library card. A library card found from a pocket in the dead man on the Martinez boardwalk. It's still slightly damp to the touch. The cover bears the stamp of a Jamrock public library.
The library card is folded into two and still slightly wet to the touch. The front side reads, Central Jamrock Public Library Card, issued to Billy Mejean, expires July 53.
Well, there we go.
Billy is a unisex name. Could be the deceased, or his family member.
Oh, look inside.
Whoever owns this card is an avid reader. You find a list of books written in blue pencil. Radio thriller. Stand a little less between me and the sun. The last one in the list is The Glinton Curve by M. Theobald. A library stamp indicates that the book has been returned.
I wonder if the library is somewhere here in Martinez.
Most of these titles seem to be in the sci-fi genre. Some thrillers too.
Look at the backside.
If lost, please return the card to the library. Dial 005 02 55211 or visit us at Moreau Street, 78, Jamrock. Business hours, 900 to 1800.
Continue.
Good. We should give them a call from my kinema. See if we can learn anything about Billy Mejean.
Put it away. Alright. So now, let's go ahead and explore a little bit more. We have 2 hours until business ends for the day. Man, there's a lot. Let's go ahead and examine the architectural thing.
You see a once bright mural towering above you. The signage has peeled off over the years, but you can still make out Feld Electrical R&D. A slogan used to intertwine with the loops a long time ago. Now, only a shadow of peeled letters remains. It says, tomorrow is just a whisper away.
Tomorrow is just a whisper away.
Looks like tomorrow never came.
The lieutenant raises the collar of his bomber jacket. Oh, that was short. Can I pop these off using the crowbar? I can. Nose fed, excellent, and a lot of money. I think that might be the most money I've ever found in one sitting. Whoops. Okay, but let's go to... Oh.
The light vanishes inside the concrete slit. The structure goes deep under the earth.
What's in there?
Maybe it's just a storm drain for the sewer.
Kim, any idea what's down there?
No idea. Could be connected to one of the buildings around here.
Think we might find Ruby down there?
We might find her down somewhere. There's an old storm drain system beneath Martinez that's mostly collapsed. Revachol sewage system has been built and rebuilt 4 or 5 times now. In conclusion, she could be under any building.
But not in there?
I hope not.
I'm gonna finish thought. I don't want to yell ho into the slit. That would give away my position. But I'm trying to consider, do I want to go all the way to the church? So I did the boardwalk, which is this area, I think. So I could go up to the church, but I'm not sure if I want to. You know what? We have 2 hours left before people start going to bed and before we have like stuff we gotta do. Let's spend the last half of this episode talking to people around here, starting with the person who is farthest down here, if there was such a person. So that was the old thing. There was a person up here, but he was on the dock. So I guess the first people, like, I guess the lowest people would actually be these guys. Oh wait, whoops.
You stop mid-step and put your hand on the garish necktie.
Why?
That bottle, Bratan! Just look at that bottle!
I really don't care about a new bottle. I don't want to look at it.
You should care! I'm getting a very special vibe from that bottle. Please go talk to him. I need to look at it closer.
Oh, money. Alright, let's go ahead and talk to this guy.
Hey, Tequila!
A 30-something man clad in a two-piece lycra tracksuit puts down his pilsner and extends his hand in greeting.
Good to see you. How's business? How's the whole reality situation treating you?
Oh no. Idiot doom spiral? First of all, he's calling me Tequila. Second of all, my hands smell like death, and I haven't washed them. Third of all, reality situation? Let's shake his hand.
So what's happening?
Wait, Tequila?
Yeah, Tequila Sunset. How are the, high-concept, reality-based adventures proceeding?
Oh my god. Is that the name I came up with? Is that it, why it's on the tip of my tongue? It sounds like golden fire and liquor. Is that the name I came up with? Tequila Sunset? I'm really glad I went with Harrier Dubois. That is like Tequila Sunset. That's like a stripper name, or that's so dumb. You could do so much better.
He says it like it's obviously your name. Like you call someone Billy Brunel or leader of the 4th Street gang. Good. These people know your true name. Looks like it has preceded you, Mr. Sunset. More on that later.
Oh boy.
I like this guy. You should too. He respects you by calling you your true name.
Hang on. Let me see. Not too hot. I'm on a 50-year losing streak. Reality? It makes me aggressively sad. Don't know. People tell me I'm a cop. I'm getting used to that. I have re-entered reality to conquer it, to bend it to my will. I am the law. Nothing special. Like everyone else, I have all sorts of wild thoughts running through my head, but then I pick the most boring one. Well, nice meeting you, but I've gotta go. So what did he ask? How are the high concept reality based adventures proceeding? let's do this one. Or, this one is very funny. You know what? Let's go with it. Nothing special. Like everyone else, I have all sorts of wild thoughts running through my head, but then pick the most boring one.
Things aren't going super well for Idiot Doom Spiral either. Haven't found those keys yet, haven't won that great piece of ass back. No word from my business buddies.
He takes a sip from his beer.
This guy's your buddy. You feel it immediately. You belong to an organization, a fraternity of drunks.
Have you seen a red-haired woman named Ruby around here lately?
Can't really remember seeing any women after losing my keys.
Interesting.
He really has no idea who this Ruby is, sire.
What do you guys do around here?
We are saving the world.
He looks at his comrades.
Please don't go.
Begs the man in the pipe.
Go.
Don't call Abigail.
Okay, we're drinking. We're drinking alcohol. That's what we're doing. I tried to save the world once, a long time ago, with enterprise, creativity, and willpower. But that didn't work out.
I wonder if this is the guy who tried to make the radio station for the D&D game.
So now, it's a pirate's life for me.
I don't want to ask about this yet. I might try to forge the signature. Be seeing you?
Tequila Sunset.
I don't need to ask what Tequila Sunset is. I already know full well. Well, I know. I don't know if Harry knows, but that's hilarious. But also, like I said, I find that name incredibly dumb. Let's talk to this guy, I guess. Grumbles an unshaven man with a ruddy nose. He narrows his eyes at you as if in recognition, then turns his head away.
The noxious odor emanating from the drunken man is strong and familiar.
Don't you call her? Yeah! Don't call Abigail!
Who is Abigail?
Abigail. Don't you fucking call Abigail.
Okay.
Abigail is his wife or girlfriend. Chances are she's gone. Calling her wouldn't make it any better or worse.
Fair.
You're not going to get anything out of this guy. He's too drunk.
I'm just gonna walk away then.
Don't call Abigail.
He whimpers softly, his voice trailing off into nothingness. Is there something? Actually, was there a thought about something with Abigail? No, never mind. And then the third man?
Good to see you, friend.
Rosemary.
Why have deals set up for you, buddy boy?
He spreads his arms as if wanting to embrace you.
Does he actually know you? Or is he just shopkeep friendly?
What are you talking about?
So what do you want? I got smokes. They're cheap. Very cheap. I got Pilsner. Great deal. You won't get a better deal on that piss. Spirits I can let go for 300 real. I
Wow.
also have speed. And by speed, I mean amphetamine.
Oh.
See? There it is, Bratushka! The spirit! Let's buy the spirit! 300 real is a lot, but this has to be done!
It really doesn't have to be done.
It's our end game!
I haven't been listening to my necktie the whole game. This is just another stupid drunk idea I'm having that I'm attributing to my necktie.
Bratan, you don't understand! It's not just another drink! This is what our relationship has been building towards all these years! This is the climax, the mystery, the virginal sigh!
I'm good.
You have to buy it from him! Get it off him! Kill him if you have to! Our ultimate fate depends on it! And the fate of
Spirit
many
is eternal.
worlds.
Okay, I got the task, whether I wanted it
The
or not.
lieutenant looks at you, looking at the bottle of spirits, then at Rosemary, suspiciously.
Okay. I don't want to
In
do
the
this.
civilized world, it's a custom to tip the shopkeep, friend. But come back anyway.
He waves you off. The horrific necktie is getting ready for the end game. For the love of God, do not remove it till the magic happens. Buy the spirits from Rosemary. And what if I do remove it? Interesting. I don't know. I don't think I want to interact with them anymore. They clearly know nothing, and I don't want to engage in the drugs or alcohol, although I'm sure it would be a very fun route to take. But that's not how I've been playing. That's not how I want to play. So, let's talk to these kids.
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone. He can't be more than 5 years old.
Continue.
The other one looks indistinguishable from him. He watches his brother kick the stone with his tongue lolling out of his mouth.
You guys look identical.
The stone-kicking one becomes frantic all of a sudden, as if that's something to be scared of. The obvious fact that you just stated.
Lillian's twin, Lillian's other twin.
He looks just like me.
The other one says, yeah, I said that.
The boy doesn't answer. His brother throws another rock. Both of their hair is covered in some kind of dirt.
Continue.
You're bad with kids.
The lieutenant remarks with evident glee. And what are you, Kid Master General?
Maybe I am. Now, how about some actual police work? We are not getting anything here.
Kids, have you seen any bad people around?
What bad people?
One of the twins looks up, his mouth slightly open.
I don't think questioning 4-year-olds without their parents present is going to crack the case.
Hey, where's your mom?
The kids don't reply, absorbed in their little game.
Bye, kids. Take care. Well, that was a waste of time. I'm guessing their mom is right here, maybe? Ding, dang, dong. Ding, ding, dong. Yeah, this is Farajaka.
You're not sure about the melody, but it might be South Samaran, possibly Sigayan, also known as the apricot suzunti.
I know the melody. That was Farajaka.
Welcome to the fishing village. Please lean in closer. I have cataracts.
Lean forward.
Oh, welcome, police officer. We don't cause any trouble around here. And we don't want any trouble either.
Oh, probably because I'm wearing my
We are
coat.
not here to cause any trouble, madame.
Trouble? Say the second thing, Bratan. Shows you got style.
Nah. What he said, we're cops. We don't cause trouble, we take care of trouble.
Oh, of course. Last time we saw you around here was 12 years ago. You also came to take care of trouble then. Wish you did. But still, in Martinez, you're considered an ill omen.
What kind of ill omen are we talking about?
Oh, the usual. Dark tidings. Black hound.
That's you, all right. The black hound licking your own heels.
Wait, I've been here before?
No, not you personally. I meant the RCM. Some of the men got into a fight. One of them killed another. Locked himself in that woodshed over there.
She points to the building behind her.
He was brooding, needed some help opening the door. You got it open for him and took him to think about what he'd done in a more secluded place. Somewhere more quiet.
Intellect?
She says it as if he was on some kind of spiritual retreat.
If I'm considered an ill omen, why hasn't anyone told me that?
Maybe they are afraid.
Why?
Because you're an ill omen. But you're still welcome here. As long as men with guns aren't chasing you. And maybe even then. Because that's the kind of fishing village we've built.
She seems nice. All these people have seemed much more pleasant than the people in the city.
I'm sorry there's not a lot of room to park the motor carriage. And not a lot of houses. Or a lot of people. My kids are long gone, searching for treasure. So are others. Ah, look at me ramble on. What brings you to us?
Have you seen a red-haired woman named Ruby around the coast?
Nay, I haven't seen
Oh.
anyone lately.
Okay, but do you know who I'm talking about?
This is my little cinder block town. I know what goes on around here.
Intellect.
She's being evasive. She knows something.
There was a murder in Martinez. She might be a suspect. We would appreciate your help.
Would you now? I know how this world works, and it doesn't work when people tell on each other.
You know something. We're here to help.
Aye, that you are, Dark Omen. Help yourselves and your organization. Help the storm clouds gather on the horizon.
I see. Let's not get too confrontational. Okay, but we'll be back later if we find anything suspicious.
I'm not going anywhere. Perhaps there's something else the village can do for you, huh? Though we don't have much here. Just garbage and a skiff or two.
Where could someone stay around here?
Stay? Most people here are trying to leave. That said, if lodgings is what you're looking for, I've got a free room in the shack.
Her soapy thumb points to the building behind her. How much is it?
I won't charge you for it. Take it as a gesture of goodwill from the village to the RCM.
Wait, hold on. You're just giving it to me?
No one is using it, and God knows it's not much anyway. You can stay there.
Okay, I'll take it.
Don't make an old woman regret opening her house to the place.
Akia appears from under her apron. She hands it to you.
Well, if you are not in the hostel in the morning, I'll know where to find you.
He looks...
Here, in a shack.
I mean, it's free.
He's a little relieved you're no longer in that room. Should he? This environment encourages one thing, and one thing only. Drinking.
I will remain sober.
Finally, you have those lamos of Martinez off your back, Bratan. This looks like a great place to bring chicks.
Oh man, that tie. What is in this fishing village?
Just us. It's barely a village anymore. We almost don't exist.
What do you mean?
This is pretty much a non-place. A gap. A blank spot on the map. Just a cluster of nameless shacks on a nameless street.
Motorics?
The place is
Or
so
not motorics.
pornographically poor, it's not even funny.
Who else lives in this village?
Well, there's Lillian and her kids. A few new folks live in the house to the east, but they're away right now. And then there's the drunks. Not a pretty sight, but there's little we can do about it. Home is home, even for them.
Oh yeah, I met a couple of drunks here.
I'm sure you did. Nature keeps them in rotation. A new face pops up every now and then an old one disappears and is forgotten. This is who we are.
There's got to be something here. Tell me.
Over there, you can find more of the same. Shacks and trees growing wild. That's the pox.
The pox? What's that?
An old military hospital and its surroundings. Or it used to be, during the time of the suzerain.
Continue.
After the war, it was turned into a goodwill hospital for shell-shock veterans and folks looking for some quiet in the old sanatorium gardens. Now the area is crisscrossed with nameless streets and makeshift cinderblock houses, shacks as far as the eye can see.
So, if it's in the southwest, is that like down here? I thought I was being pretty thorough about kind of like looking along the border, but maybe I wasn't. Or maybe it's... Then again, I can't really tell which way is north, unless it's just always been oriented that way being north. I don't know. What
The
happened to the
goodwill
hospital?
ran out. The staff left and the place was shut down. It's long gone by now.
All right. There's another topic I'd like to
She
discuss.
nods, rinsing another piece of cloth.
What's further down the coast?
Not much. There's the abandoned church, the DeLorean Church of Humanity. It's been there since before my time, even.
Why is it abandoned?
Some things just don't fly, officer. Look around. Who'd go to church here? They built it 300 years ago. Must have been nicer then.
So, they don't hold services there anymore? The Ecclesiastes?
No, we've tried, but things just keep happening. Crime, accidents, other things. The place never stays open. It's a pity. It used to be such a nice church.
She's not telling you all she knows. Keep her talking.
As in, like, confront her, or just keep her talking about... What else is on down coast?
Before you get to the church, there's some ruins, an apartment complex, or some kind of electrical plant. Run-down bunch of houses, empty.
Anything else of note?
Of note, the old fish market up on the boardwalk, but it's closed.
That's where I went. That's it? There's got to be more along
What?
the coast.
You're one of those real estate people with big plans? If you want a development opportunity, you can check out the abandoned building over at Land's End. Used to be a supply depot, we think, sending goods and ammo across the bay. It's jammed shut though. We tried to get in, see if there was anything to sell or scavenge, but it's impossible. And now you know everything there is to know about this coast.
She drops a bar of soap into the bucket with a splash. Tell me about yourself. Who exactly are you here?
Me? No one. Just an old washerwoman. Mother called me Isabel, if that's what you're asking. And my married name is Sadie. Now it's your turn, Mr.
Lieutenant W. Freighter Harrier Dubois.
Quite a handle you got there. So many titles. One of them double.
Oh. I was asked to get your signature. I'm not doing that. I found this jacket, but it's filthy. Could you wash it for me?
I can wash it for you, but it's going to take about a half an hour. Think you can stay put for that long?
Hell yeah.
I could use a breather. It's been another track and field day.
Lieutenant says, rubbing his thigh, because I've been running everywhere. You know what? Yeah, I'll wait.
Well, hand it over then, and I'll see what I can do.
Continue.
Must say, I'm proud of this one. It's pretty nice underneath all that filth. I hope you'll have an easier life in your hands.
All right. Goodbye, I'm off. The washroom is hiding something. Look around, maybe get into her shack somehow. Oh. I mean, I can get into her shack now. She literally gave me the key. But then the new jacket. Oh, I can wear it now. +1 pain threshold. +1. Is there something else that it is? Hold on. Oh, okay, yeah. This windbreaker is like a protective cocoon, placing the wearer's torso into a pocket universe where wind, water, dirt, and fire cannot harm them. Huge writing, 100% synthetic, is proudly displayed on the chest. It lets absolutely no air through. Warning, item not actually fireproof. +1 pain threshold, element proof. +1 half-light, always hot. -1 drama, sweat like a pig. I mean, that is definitely a useful item to have. Because pain threshold and half-light, you never know when those are going to come up. I'm not going to wear it right now, but it is a good item. And with that, we are going to end today's episode. Very interesting. We did a little bit of a combination of the two, I guess. We explored a little bit, and then we talked to some people in the fishing village. This place is massive, and I don't want to like miss out on anything. I do know we have a kind of limited amount of time before night falls, but yeah, there's just so much to do. It's like the beginning of the game all over again, where I was like trying to figure out what the heck I wanted to do when everything in Martinez was fresh and new. But next time, I think we're going to talk to. I think there's one more person. There's one more local to talk to here, who is on the docks, and then we have Joyce. And then we have the father and son, I think, who are looking at the building. And then we will... Oh, and then we also have the cryptozoologist. And then we will head to the church. And also probably investigate the 3 areas, like the point A, point B, point C, that the shooter could have shot from. Probably all of that is going to take longer than one episode to get to, I imagine. The conversations with Joyce and like the remaining fisherman, or like the remaining villager alone, could take up an hour for all I know. But we have plenty of options, plenty to look forward to in the upcoming episodes. I'm excited, and I hope you guys are too. So thank everybody so much for checking out the video. I really do appreciate it. If you want to be notified of when I upload the next part of the file to the archives, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and ring that bell, as well as leave a like or comment if you so desire. Thanks again, and I will see you next time.
Upload successful. Click here to view previous files. Have a pleasant day.